والنجم إذا هوى ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى.
Well, I had my third daughter. I went to the masjid to give donuts because I like donuts. And some brother asked, so what was it? I said, it was a girl. He goes, third one? I said, yeah. He goes, inshallah, next time. I have never wanted to slap someone in a masjid before. Never. Oh, man. Oh, this good one. Inshallah, next time. You know? But daughters are considered a liability for that reason. But there's another reason. A king sometimes has a daughter. And who's going to marry the king's daughter? Some other prince, some other king somewhere in some other kingdom. Now his daughter, the princess, is held hostage in another kingdom. Now that king says, make your father change his policy on the border. So his daughter now comes to the king and says, Dad, can you change the policy on the border, please? And because fathers have a special love for who? Their daughters. Sons here know that your dads are softer with your sister than they are with you. She'll come in, agay beta, mashallah. And you come in, different attitude, right? She'll say, Assalamu alaikum, Baba. Wa alaikum assalam. You say, Assalamu alaikum, Baba. Wa alaikum assalam. Dads are special with their daughters, and moms are especially mean to their daughters. They are, because they know dad loves them so much. They hate that. They can't stand it. They let it out on their daughters. They're so critical of them. Oh my God. Not all of them. Not mine. Stop being defensive. And then moms love sons. And then the moms keep saying to the father, go easy on him. Go easy on him. Right? There's a thing. So daughters are a soft corner for who? The father. And they can be used for political leverage. Well, they decided the angels are really close to God, but if the angels are daughters of God, then God will have a soft corner for these angels. So if we ask these angels for stuff, then they're going to go to their dad, God, and ask him for stuff. He's going to have a hard time saying no, because dads have a hard time saying no to their daughters. So we can use this liability as leverage. We wouldn't want daughters because we don't want anybody having leverage on us, but it makes it pretty convenient to have leverage on God by giving God daughters. You understand this logic? So they came up with this fantastic idea, angels, daughters. Yeah, that works. Then he won't turn us down. It's shirk. Whether you say Allah has sons or Allah has daughters, that's shirk either way. But this is the next level. Oh, you get boys, he gets daughters. I see. This is what you're doing. This is the logic. And this is what they did in ancient times. But what does that mean for you and me now? What does that mean for you and me? What it means for you and me is we want to give Allah what we wouldn't want for ourselves. We want to give him the time that we couldn't spend anywhere else. We want to give him the focus that we couldn't focus on anywhere else. We want to give him the spare time, the leftover. You know? وَلَا تَتَبَدَّلُوا الْخَبِيثَ مِنْهُ تُنْفِقُونَ وَلَسْتُمْ بِآخِذِهِ إِلَّا أَن تُغْمِضُوا فِيهِ. You're going to spend in Allah's path? Okay, you want to donate? Donate the ugly hoodie you don't wear anymore. Donate the toys that are broken. You know? Don't donate the new car, donate the old car. Thank you for your generosity. We want to give Allah what we wouldn't want for ourselves. That's the source code, the secret code behind shirk. That's the code behind shirk. And with that, we're going to now, inshallah, tomorrow, start deciphering the second passage where we will learn about the angels and their beliefs about angels. And we'll contrast this with what Allah taught us about the angel Jibreel alayhi salam and the legions of angels that travel with him. By the way, what was also interesting, I didn't say last thing about Pleiades Najm. Was it one star or a group of stars? Yeah, because Jibreel alayhi salam, when he comes down to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's muta'. He comes with a legion of angels. Because the Quran comes with a legion. Thumma ameen. Subhanallah.
Wouldn't it be nice if there was a streaming service that brought you closer to the Quran? Bayyinah TV strives to do just that, with over 2,000 hours of enlightening content centered on the Quran and Arabic. Make learning a habit. Tap now to get Bayyinah TV for yourself today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أفرأيتم اللات والعزى ومناة الثالثة الأخرى ألكم الذكر وله الأنثى تلك إذا قسمة ضيزى إن هي إلا أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما أنزل الله بها من سلطان إن يتبعون إلا الظن وما تهوى الأنفس ولقد جاءهم من ربهم الهدى رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي فالحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Amma ba'd. Once again, everybody, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. So what I first want to do before we go to section 2 is we're going to take an overview of the structure and the organization of the ayat 1 to 18. And I want to show you that by way of this presentation. So the first thing we read was Allah swore by the star, of course, the An-Najm, and he said that the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not lost. ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى, and it's إن هو إلا وحي يوحى. It's a mighty revelation that's been given to him. Fine. The second subject was that the one who taught him is the mighty one, شديد القوى, ذو مرة, and that he came close to him, right? ثم دنا فتدلى فكان قاب قوسين أو أدنى فأوحى إلى عبده ما أوحى. Then you see ما كذب الفؤاد ما رأى, his heart didn't lie. And are you doubting him? أَفَتُمَارُونَهُ عَلَى مَا يَرَى? Are you doubting him about what he saw? Are you casting any confusions about that? Then we saw that he's the second viewing. Remember, وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ نَزْلَةً أُخْرى عِنْدَ سِدْرَةِ الْمُنْتَهَى عِنْدَهَا جَنَّةُ الْمَأْوَى إِذْ يَغْشَى السِّدْرَةَ مَا يَغْشَى. Then at the end we see مَا زَاغَ الْبَصَرُ وَمَا طَغَى. The eye didn't deviate, it wasn't mistaken, it didn't get blurred, and he saw one of Allah's greatest signs. So these are the pieces of the material we've covered so far from ayah number 1 to ayah number 18. Now I colored this a certain way because I want to show you something. The beginning is he's two things. ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى. He's not lost, he's not deviated. Two things are negated, two negative things are negated. And if you look at the very bottom, ما زاغ البصر وما طغى. The eye didn't deviate and the eye didn't cross limits. You see the perfection of those two things meeting each other, the top and the bottom. And in the top, he said, he gave him, in huwa illa wahyun yuha, he gave him a mighty revelation that Tanween was giving Azma. And at the end, he said, he showed him or he saw one of Allah's greatest signs. So what I'm saying is the opening first 4 ayat have a really close connection to the last 2 ayat. They're complementing each other. Now you notice the middle section is also a similar color, right? I colored it the same way. This is ما كذب الفؤاد ما رأى أفتمارونه على ما يرى. The heart didn't lie about what he saw. So now if you take the first section, the third section, and the fifth section, it's all the negations together. What are they? ما ضل صاحبكم وما غوى, first section. ما كذب الفؤاد ما رأى, middle section. ما زاغ البصر وما طغى, final section. 1, 3, and 5. So the pieces of this that are missing now are 2 and 4. When you look at the second section, you find he meets with the mighty angel and he has this first meeting, and you look at the second one and section 4, and that's the second meeting. So what I'm saying is in these 18 ayat, there's actually a really beautiful architecture. Okay, so if you label this as, A, B, C, D, and E, it's like A and C and E are connected, and then B and D are connected. You see that? So you find similar and variations of structures in the Quran, and it really helps with a concept that Mufassirun talk about This is, by the way, my own work. This is not from a tafsir book. So if you come afterwards and say, where did you get this from? I will answer you the way that my daughter used to answer when I used to say, why did you do that? And she used to say, from my brain. That was her answer. So I have the same answer for you. I'm sorry. This is my own work. I run it by my colleagues and discuss it with them. And this is a fascination of mine, the structure of the arguments and the material in the Quran. And I do find that it has an intricate, remarkable structure. Anyway, so that was a quick, brief comment to give you an idea of what's happening in the first section of the surah.